Hello and welcome, fellow Pathfinders. My name is Deanna and I hope you're having a blessed day. I'm just going to pick a few oracle cards today, and these are the ones that I feel drawn to today. So we'll start off with these and then we'll see how we go. Right, so I'm just going to pick a couple of each. Oh, okay, them two. A couple of these. What ones do we need for today's? Right, so I'm just going to have that one and that one. Put them to the side. Might have a couple more of them later. And then a couple of these ones. Oh, not them two. Right then, let's see what we've got. Oh. Right, I'll leave that book out just in case we need the... Right, so we have energy rising, vitality, confidence, power and decisiveness. Let's put that there, can you see that? I'll tell you what. Just lift that up a little bit. We have the healing stones, tenderness, care, gentleness and nourishment. Creativity, carnelian. Can't pronounce some of these words on these. Aquamarine, simplification. Whispering winds, messages from the unseen and communication. Put them ones that... And connection, hope and promise, the rainbow bridge. Right, so I'll just get a feel for the cards. Right, so I'm drawn to this card, creativity, first of all. Yeah, I've got some sort of creative project. Hang on. I'm getting a creative project that's a bit messy, or... Yeah, with this card that needs simplifying. Sorry, just give me a minute. Yeah, so I've got some sort of creative project or something that you're doing creatively that has become hard work. Saying here that you need to simplify something a little bit more, to make it more palatable. Or maybe it's other people complicating it. Yeah, I'm getting some sort of message as well from the unseen. So I do believe that you're having some sort of download some sort of message. All I keep hearing is simplify, simplify. Yeah, don't make it too complicated, whatever you're working on at the moment. I'm also getting that confidence-wise, someone needs to have a little bit more confidence in the creative project. Yeah, the power comes from confidence. Connections made while simplifying the process. This creative project, though, whatever it is, it could be anything. It could be some sort of sideline. It could be... I'm getting just colouring in a colouring book and going out of the lines. I'm also getting... You know when you get a colouring book and it's got all these different... little boxes, and I'm getting someone that's doing lots of different colours and trying to make it all match, and like a tapestry, trying to make it match, but it getting confused in that process. That's what I'm getting, coming in. I'm getting, if you just use like 2 or 3 colours, in that area, it'd be more simple to sort of keep up with that pattern. Yeah, that's all I'm getting on that one. But what was that then? Hang on, sorry. I'm getting a lot coming at me at the minute. Yeah, someone's taking great care in this creative project. I'm also getting a lot of outside energies coming in. Distraction. Getting a lot of distraction. Right, we'll pull some tarot cards, see where this is going. Yeah. Right, okay. Yeah, so I'm getting... Oh, hang on, this one wants to come out as well. Right, okay. Yeah, see, I'm getting ruin with desires. So, as I was getting a minute ago about distractions, people coming in or energies coming in, it might not be people, but some sort of energy coming in to distract, to try and ruin that project. This could be your own, energy, self-sabotage that's stopping you from reaching these desires, or it could be a thought process of being so into that energy where you want things to be a certain way, but they're not, things aren't turning out the way that you thought they would. I'm getting messages coming in here from the unseen to say, there's a different way of doing things, simplify more, don't make things complicated. I've also got a connection here and a connection here as well, so yeah. Yeah, but don't let other people or other energies come in to tell you how to do things. Yeah, see. Right, so I've got happiness, love, hope, connection, promise, communication. Yeah, so this creative project that you've been working on has the potential to be a very uplifting and very, happy energy if you stop getting distracted. Right, okay, that's all I'm getting. Right, I'm going to see this card here. Yeah, what else am I getting off that? Yeah, I'm getting self-sabotage quite a lot as well. Patterns. I'm getting patterns. If you're seeing a pattern, destructive patterns. I'm also getting someone needs to go a bit more gentle on themselves. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very self-destructive. I also get though that self-destruction pattern is changing in some way. Getting a different perspective on stuff. Having more confidence in your own power and your decisiveness. What is it that you want? What are you desiring here? Anything else on that one, Spirit? Yeah. So anything you set your mind to at the moment, creatively, that could mean anything. It could be in a job, it could be, anything at all. It could be creativity in a new relationship. I think someone's healing themselves here, though. I've got an upgrade with luxury, but I've got 3 energies involved here. It could be 3 businesses, it could be 3 people, it could be 3 ideas, but I've got the number 3. I know this is a 4, but I've got 3 cups here. I've got 1 outside influence as well that could be helping, upgrade you to that next level. It's important though that you stay focused on what it is that you want to achieve. Simplify it more. Don't make it too complicated. Try stepping out of your comfort zone if you can. Something's coming in to uplift the energy. If you don't get distracted by, the darker emotions or somebody else's emotions or some sort of communication. Right, okay. Let's have yeah. Right. So, trusting your own intuition, really, rather than what everybody else is saying. I've got an introspection journey. This could be a literal journey, but I'm getting more, finding out more about yourself, some sort of connection to yourself, raising the vibration, healing that part of you that, has been stuck or self-sabotaging or unconfident. Yeah. So this could be a Capricorn energy, although... So this could be in business as well. I've also got some sort of temptation to go back to, some self-sabotaging routine or thought pattern. I feel though, hang on. I feel like you're doing the inner work though. I feel like you're starting to see a pattern with this sort of behaviour, As an example, right, so if you've had some sort of creative project like a side hustle, yeah, it brings you joy, it brings you a good feeling about stuff, yeah? And then the doubt starts to set in, like, oh, I'm not going to be, good at that. Someone does it better than me, or I don't know whether I've got the confidence to do that, or you just, that kind of self-sabotage before you've even, put your foot on the first step, them sort of negative, loops that we all go in, that pattern. I do see that pattern's sort of breaking. You starting to see a different, when you have them thought processes, or when that outside energy comes in, to sort of stop you in your tracks. I'm getting a feeling that, you're having a fresh perspective on that. Like I said before, I am getting messages from the unseen, so this could also be some sort of attachment, attachment energy from someone else, it could be a family member, it could be some sort of friend, it could be like a job, another example. So you could be in a job that you don't really like, yeah? You could be doing a side hustle now to come out of that job, and then some colleague or, that job's pulling you back in saying, oh no, what about the money? What about this? If you go and do that, that kind of energy. All I keep hearing is it doesn't have to be complicated. Don't make it complicated. Right, okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Right, where's my other ones? Right, yeah. Oh, right, okay. So we'll pull a couple of these ones, see what else is going on. Yeah, but I just think simplifying, everything that you can think of. What is it you really want? What's that desire you're going after? What kind of energy are you wanting to, harness? What kind of healing, needs to be done? And it's going to be different for everyone, so yeah. So I've got the Magician. So the Magician makes his own magic, yeah. Peace of mind and contentment, 9 of Pentacles as well, yeah. So this is telling me is you're manifesting your own peace and contentment, yeah. No one else has that power over you. Not unless you let them, anyway. I'm getting, before I do that one, I'm getting no one has the power over you. Mark Bayersky's favourite saying. Yeah, so I've got this again, right? So with someone in particular, it's going to be about a job, a business, what brings that money in. I've got a domineering sort of personality. So overall, I've got a dominating energy here, or trying to be dominating. I also get in that someone's trying to claw the way out of that, make things better for themselves, which I do see you doing. I don't see, however long that takes is up to you. This is what this is saying, it's all on you. You've got that promise of a better future, What else am I getting out of that? Right, okay, I'm just going to pull 2 more of these and see what kinds of tools or energy. Yeah, guidance, mentorship and direction. Yeah. So you are being guided. I like to say that your inner guidance is the most potent, for you. You know what you want. You know what you're going after. You know what, your desires are. It's not up to anybody else to. But then after that, you could also be the guiding light to other people. Yeah. If you're looking for some sort of mentorship or some sort of, you could be going back to study for this new creative endeavour. Yeah. Yeah. Am I getting studying, or not necessarily going back to school or mentorship, but, finding new ways of looking at things, in a different light. Interconnectedness, fate and destiny. Yeah. So you are fated. Your destiny is to have an uplifting energy. Yeah. You are in control of your own destiny. No one has the power over you. That's what I said before, wasn't it? And I think there's a lot of healing taking place within you at the minute. Bringing more confidence, bringing more hope, bringing more energy, higher energy levels. Just keep going. And as I said before, simplify. Don't make it complicated. Spirit's not complicated, it's straightforward, This is why I don't put labels on spirit. When I say spirit, I mean overall, it could be angels, it could be loved ones in spirit, it could be ancestors, overall umbrella term, spirit, it's not complicated. Yeah. I'm also getting, I'm getting someone is learning how to control energies. Yeah. Right, so we're going to pick an angel number. Oh, I'm going to pull one of these as well, just to finish off. Oh. Right, so any last messages, Spirit? Winter. Don't actually know what. By the winter, someone feeling left out in the cold. Something to do with this winter. I don't know about that one. I'm not getting anything off that. Right, pull another one. Ascension. Alright, well this kind of looks... Right, what I'm getting is seeing beyond the cold, seeing beyond the... Yeah, because this looks very... Hang on a minute. Rising above the cold. Seeing through it for what it is. Coming in from the cold. Right, take that as it resonates, because that's all I'm getting off that. It was a bit... It might mean something to someone anyway, so... Right, now, if you're seeing this angel number, take special attention, because this is spirit trying to communicate a message. And as you've got this message from unseen communication, connection, you've also got energy rising, and this one here as well, nourishment. So, if you're seeing this angel number, then keep a lookout. Also, if you want to, put in the comments where you're seeing this angel number and if it had any relevance. Right, so I'm just going to pick one. 1717, spiritual growth. Embrace your spiritual growth journey. It's leading you to a higher state of being. Yeah? Right, so thank you for viewing me today. If you got anything out of that, please like, subscribe. Put in the comments where 1717 showed up if you got anything else to add. And then I'll see you on the next one. Bye.